Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's VLOGMAS video, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I do have a little special guest here. If you don't know, I do have a little girl. She will be 11 weeks old on Friday. And really it's snowing out, it's cold. We've just been watching movies and I've been cleaning and doing laundry while she's been napping. We just got up and ate, so we should be good. But yeah, I wasn't sure what I wanted to film for today because we're not really doing anything. So I thought that I'd talk about how I got over or overcame my postpartum anxiety. I felt like I wasn't diagnosed with it because I didn't end up going to the doctor, just because it ended up resolving itself. But for the first, I would say, 3 or 4 weeks after I had her, I was a mess. My hormones were all over the place, and that's something that I didn't really know what happened. I know it affects people differently, but my hormones took forever to level out. It probably took a good month, and I just felt like I was going crazy. And I would be perfectly fine during the day, but as soon as it would turn dark, and that was about 2 months ago, so it would be dark around 7 o'clock at night. And as soon as 7 o'clock hit, I wouldn't even have to look at the clock. I would know that it was 7 o'clock, obviously because it was dark out, but it was like something inside of me just like switched. And I just became so emotional. I wanted nothing to do with anybody. I didn't know how to cry. This is so hard to talk about because I wanted nothing to do with her. Like, I would hold her and be fine, but it was weird because everyone else that had babies about the same time that I did, you know, they were all posting, you know, oh, I love my baby so much, and, you know, she's my best friend, and I didn't feel that at all. I waited so long to have her, like almost 4 years, and I just did not have that feeling, and it was horrible. Like, I tried so hard to feel that, but I didn't, and it honestly felt like she wasn't mine, she was someone else's, and I was just like babysitting her. It was just a really sucky feeling, and finally, after a good month, my hormones leveled out and I felt back to my normal self, but she was not sleeping, and we didn't have like any sort of routine. You know, I'm a new mom. I didn't know like when is she supposed to take a nap? When is a good time to lay her down for bed? I didn't know how to set up a routine, and I felt like I was going crazy because for the first 2 months, I lived in the recliner downstairs, and she would lay on me, and that's how we would sleep. I know you're not supposed to do that, but that's the only way she would sleep and that I could get some sleep. So that's what we did for 2 months straight, and it was so exhausting. And I had some people post on my videos and post on my Instagram posts that I should try the Taking Care of Babies class. So I looked it up, and she has like some clips on her Instagram and some things on her YouTube channel, which are about like a year old. But I watched all of them, and I'm like, you know, this is probably hundreds of dollars to buy this class. But I looked it up. It was $74. I debated on whether I wanted to buy it or not for like a couple weeks, and I kept telling Carlo, you know, I don't know if this is going to help us, but I literally don't know what else to do because I'm so exhausted and I feel like I'm going crazy. My anxiety is so high. Nighttime was just horrible. I would be so anxious and get so worked up, and I would cry. It was horrible. And plus she was so fussy, and like, we didn't know why. We thought maybe she would colic. We thought maybe she had gas. stomach issues. We like had no idea. So it was, I think it was the day before Thanksgiving. The day before or 2 days before Thanksgiving, I was like, I'm done. I've had it. We need help. So I think it was 2 days before Thanksgiving, I was just like, okay, I'm buying the class. And I read everything on her website and found that it had a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't work, then we'll get our money back. And I was like 99% sure it was not going to work because she was a very, very fussy baby, and she would cry for 4 or 5 hours, like all night long, and there was nothing that we could do to calm her down. It was horrible. And so I bought it, and we watched all the videos, and we started doing the things that she suggests, and slowly it started working. And she started taking naps, and it was so crazy. So yeah, she's napping. She naps about she probably has 3 good naps a day, and then she goes to bed at about 9 o'clock, and she doesn't sleep straight through the night because she still sleeps with a binky. So as soon as the binky falls out, she starts to fuss, so I have to get up and put it back in her mouth. I'm gonna start trying to not put her down with a binky, because honestly, if she doesn't have the binky, she'll sleep for 4 hours straight, and it's so nice. So sometimes when it falls out and she doesn't notice, I just take it. So yeah, she's been getting sleep at night. I've been getting sleep at night. And I just feel amazing. My anxiety is completely gone. I actually look forward to the nighttime now because we have a routine, a solid routine. We do the same thing every single night. Carlo and I both do it. We both have our little parts, and I did show a bedtime routine. We usually start around 8 o'clock because that's when she gets fussy. And from taking her class, the Taking Care of Babies class, it was the newborn sleep class. I think it's called Will I Ever Sleep Again? But we realized she was not colic. She did not have stomach issues. She does have some gas issues, but we realized she was screaming and crying for hours and hours at night because we waited too long to get her to go to sleep. That was the problem. So now we figured out that 8 o'clock is her limit. If she goes past 8 o'clock, it's very hard to get her to calm down. So she's ready for bed by about 8. So that's when we start our bedtime routine. We'll give her a bath, then we feed her, and then we lay her down for bed, and she's been good. And it's just so crazy. I'm so glad that I decided to buy that class. It's been so helpful. And I didn't think that it was going to work, but it has, and it's so crazy. And I'm so thankful because I have my sanity back. And all I really wanted was for like her to go to bed by like 9, and for me to have like an hour and a half before I went to bed just to do what I wanted to do, watch some YouTube videos, watch a TV show, take a shower, like all the things I couldn't do because I was constantly holding her and rocking her and trying to calm her down. And it's just crazy because she's usually down by 9. It does take her a little while to fall asleep. She'll kind of like fuss a little bit, so we'll keep going in and getting her to kind of calm down and take her binky. And but it's so nice, and I can actually do things for myself at night before I go to bed. It's so crazy. But yeah, so that literally is what helped me get over and overcome my anxiety, was purchasing that class. And I will recommend that to anybody because it literally saved our sanity. It's just amazing. And obviously I'm not gonna tell you what the things were. I mean, honestly, they're such simple things, but you have to do them in a certain order that makes sense. So yeah, I definitely recommend purchasing that if you're someone who's a new mom and struggling to get sleep, struggling with anxiety. I suggest trying it out. If it doesn't work, you'll get your money back, but I really think that it will work for anybody because she, like I said, was so incredibly fussy. I wish we would have done it earlier. She recommends actually purchasing it before you even have the baby so you know what to do as soon as you get home. But she was 8 weeks old whenever we decided to do this, and it still worked for her. So yeah, it took about 3 weeks of constantly doing everything that she says, and now she's in a routine. She's probably been in the routine for a good week, so I would say it took about 2 weeks for, and that's exactly what she says. It takes about 14 days of you doing the same routine every single day, and your baby will sleep. And it's just crazy that it worked, and I'm so thankful. So yeah, I'm like, and I totally look at her and I just, like, I love her so much. I would do anything for her. And I finally have that feeling that, like, I just love her so much. I just, like, look at her and start crying because that's how much I love her. And I didn't have that feeling before, so I'm just really thankful that we found that class and it worked because, like, it was just such a struggle. Such a struggle. But she's such a happy baby now. She wakes up from her nap smiling and laughing and cooing, and Coral and I get our sleep, she gets her sleep, and everyone feels so much better. And I'm just, I'm so thankful. So yeah, I kind of figured I was gonna cry just because it just, I'm just so happy that we finally figured it all out. So yeah. But I need to lay her down for a nap. So, yeah. You want to turn around? Say hi? You want to say hi? Huh? Mommy's a sap over here, huh? Mommy's a sap over here. Oh, so calm it down. Calm it down so I can end this video. Huh. Alright, so I'm gonna go calm down. But hopefully you liked this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you have any questions about the class, anything that I didn't talk about, or just any questions, leave them down below. I would be happy to answer them for you, and I highly suggest purchasing her class because it will literally change your life. So yeah, hopefully you liked today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. I would love to have you, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog. Bye. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Nope.